My guest today is a very gorgeous mother of 3 children. She defies age and all of the things that limit us and going beyond those boundaries. I am very happy to introduce to you Naheed Devecha.
Thank you, Sonali.
Thank you so much, Naheed, for being here. Naheed's recent achievements have been Maharashtra Veteran State Badminton Championships. She's a Triple Crown winner in the 45 plus age category for singles, women doubles, and mixed doubles. At the 43rd Masters National Badminton Championship in Goa 2019, she has been a double crown winner in again the 45 plus women's doubles and mixed doubles categories and singles 45 plus runners up. She has now qualified to go for the World Badminton Championships in Poland in August 2019, and our best wishes with her. Naheed has another feather in her cap. She has been learning and practicing karate since 2008. She is a black belt degree, and in August 2018, she represented India at the very first Okinawa International Karate Kata competition, and she participated in the 40 plus category. Naheed, it is not only inspiring and motivating, but it is also amazing to know that at the age, the mother of 3 kids, and all of the achievements, how do you do this?
I think it starts with a passion. You have a passion for it. I have always grown up playing every sport in school. I have never particularly trained in any one, but I did club coaching in badminton, tennis. We've always played table tennis. My dad is still a good sportsman. My dad at 83 is still playing tennis 4 days a week, so he's been an inspiration to me. And we've always been around. I mean, TV was always, we were always watching sports, and it's always been a part of us. So I think I got into it more, maybe after I had my kids. I started playing on the senior circuit, because I used badminton as a way to get back into fitness. I'm not a person who can really run for hours on a treadmill. In fact, I'll play any sport, but I don't enjoy running. So as a way of doing some cardio workout, I started doing some training in badminton, and I just got back into it. And then from there, it's just been a journey playing at the club. It's really a relaxing getaway from it all. So even when my kids were small, I managed to either go in the afternoons, make them sleep, leave them with my mom, find a couple of hours here and there to just get in some activity. I find it tremendously energizing. In fact, the days you don't play or do exercise, you feel more dull and tired. The days you do, even if you are tired, it's a really good tiredness. So it gives you great sleep at night.
Yeah. So in fact, so my question really is this: it's what aspect of sport it is that keeps you going, keeps you choosing it every single morning when you wake up?
Yeah, so I think it's the energy it gives you. They say it gives you those positive pheromones, or there is something very positive about it. It makes you feel fresh and happy for the rest of the day. In fact, like, I enjoy doing it in the morning. I find evenings are already, you're dull by then because you haven't done anything. So I enjoy that morning workout and burst of energy that comes through, and then you find the rest of the day just breezes by.
So, how has sports changed you or helped you become a person that you are in terms of a personality trait or an aspect?
Yeah, so I think it really helps you. It's like very often when I used to play competition, I'm not a good competitor. I don't have this desperate desire to win, and I just started playing competition to get out of my comfort zone. And I figured that's what you're trying to teach your children, and if we don't try that, you're no one to preach. And it's great to be playing in your club where everybody thinks you're great and you may be the great one there, but you step out of that comfort zone and you find that every place has people as good as you. You have to push yourself. You have to face a lot of humility on that court. You start playing club competitions where you're playing with 20-year-olds when you're already at the age of 35, 40. You're losing on 2 and 3 when you thought you were a good player. But it really builds your personality in the sense of pushing yourself, learning to face humility, or learning to take victories with humility. So I think it really builds a lot of all that in your personality that you may not face just in your everyday life. So I think it really has helped me build a personality in that sense. Yeah.
So Nahid, apart from sports, you also support a wellness brand. How is it to do sports and beauty and wellness as an overall personality as a woman?
Well, I've only just, this is the first time I've even tried something different. I've never been a fan of trying all these powders and pills, and I've never done any of it except just try to eat healthy, get in your, which is usual common knowledge, you get in your couple of fruits a day, you eat dry fruits, you stay off a little things. Though I do eat what I enjoy, I don't have a strict diet for myself. But I tried this because the people who own this Inja Wellness brand are my karate senseis. So they've been talking about it for a while, and that's the only thing I've been trying. The only other thing I take is Electral, because in the last 3-4 years I find a lot of cramping, a lot of issues with my muscles. So apart from Electral, this is the only one I have tried, and I found that it does have some positive results for me. I find my recovery is much better because I work out almost 7 days a week, so I really don't give my body much rest. Though I do different things, so your different muscles are being used, but you still feel that you do need a break or two, which people keep telling me, but I've been a bit obstinate about that. But I find that this helps in my muscle recovery, my cramping.
How important is it for people to do this for themselves, to take the support that is available for everybody, whether it is in sports or whether it is in, yourself, like you mentioned that when you wanted to play sports, you leave the kids with your mom because you had that support. So how important it is for us to kind of pursue the passion with the support that we have around us?
It is very important. Apart from leaving my children, it is everybody else who supports you and encourages you to keep it up, from my husband to my children to my parents and my sisters. So all that really makes a difference. You can't fight all that and come here to play. So it's only because you have a lot of support, a lot of encouragement, a lot of people looking up to you to say, yeah, just go out and do it, we'll manage. My children often tell me that just go, mom, we'll be okay. When I travel, I don't really enjoy it because my heart is here and I'm wondering whether I've done the right thing by going off playing on my own, leaving them handling other stuff. But I think that support that everybody in my home gives me is really makes a difference, because I don't think I would have pushed to leave everybody if they were not happy with what I was doing. So
what would you say for women who are kind of struggling to make this transition, where they themselves have the passion, but perhaps that little bit of support either not asked for or probably not received? And what would be a way in which they could, empower themselves to be able to go beyond?
So I think it is sad because you do need that, but I think maybe it takes a little sense of discipline, a little sense of knowing that you owe a couple of hours to yourself also through the day. Everybody deserves that. You give, as mothers, though I'm sure fathers also do, they give themselves at work all day long, they don't have much leisure either, but as mothers also, we are with the children, looking after the home, everything. So I do believe everybody needs an hour or two to themselves. It just takes a little bit of discipline, planning, plan your day, plan it. Or go with the children. If the children are playing some sport in the evening, they play theirs, you play yours, or you play the same thing. That's how I started off with karate. My son and my husband started going, and then I just went along with them and started, and I got totally hooked onto it.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Like, what made you take up karate after probably so long? And there's so many women. I'm a black belt karate when I was 16, but I probably haven't practiced ever since. But what it did to me and the mental, change that it has made in me as a person, how has it been for you? What is the aspect of karate that kind of brings it in for you?
So I think it's a lot of, I would say you wouldn't think that, but I think it's a lot of calmness in that brings you. I just found in my game I was very just rushing, hitting hard, and I found a lot of focus came from practicing martial arts, karate. Everybody thinks it's it's this big fighting sport, but it isn't really. It really teaches you control. It teaches you focus. It teaches you inner strength more than anything else, which I believe has helped me a lot here. So more than being it being a violent or something really harsh, it's really a very well compacted, where you give yourself, you're really physically pushing yourself, but there is just something inside that just gives you a lot of inner strength, which just makes you very strong from inside and gives you a little bit of focus, mental focus, and a little bit of, you breathe, you learn all that which you don't normally, and I was never a person like that. So I find this has really helped me to be a little calm, take things easy, think a little. So I find, apart from the physical, I get a lot of cardio out of it and it's great, but I believe it has helped me, which I wouldn't have got from just playing more badminton. So I believe that little change in what I do and the martial art that I've chosen has really helped with everything.
So what would be your one hack that you use personally in your life, in your sports, in your martial arts, that you could share with people?
One hack.
Or a life motto, or
okay, so I often think that it's not, you don't need to stop playing when you grow old. You grow old only when you stop playing. So I believe everybody just keeps going. What makes you happy, what makes you feel good, do it at whatever level you can, at whatever age you are, but don't ever think you're too old to do anything.
Wow, that's wonderful. And Naheed, my question to you is, what makes Naheed the woman she is today?
Like you said earlier, I think it's the great support that I've had growing up, my family, my first family, my parents, my sisters, my new family, my husband, my children. I think that really pushes you, once you have children and a family, to be that one. You take so much effort to make these people proud of you, that I think that would be my main ambition in all of this. And of course the fact that it does make you feel good through it all, but I believe that they are my biggest support and backbone. And I have a large family, my sisters, my nieces and nephews, all of them, so we're a very close-knit family, and I believe that gives me real strength to go out and just keep doing.
So much, and thank you, Naheed, for being with me here.
Thank
you. I think we have a wonderful takeaway from here, especially for women, where you learn to balance between home and family and your own passions, and you've so beautifully managed all of it. So thank you so much for sharing with all of us, and I do hope a lot more women are able to choose beyond comfort zone, like you talk about, and step into their own potentials and get empowered.
So I think this has really been a mover and changer in all that, this tournament, as we have seen how every year it gets more and more. And you can see, like even in my own team, I've had people say, I have to leave my children somewhere, how do I come the entire day? And I said, if you can't, you just let me know what works. But obviously she was so enjoying it, she found somewhere, left her children the entire day, spent the entire day here. So I think this really draws women, like I said, to make that little extra effort, to make a little place for themselves in their day, and to come and do whatever they really enjoy and make it work. So I think this is a great event to start that, and for sure women should, everybody deserves that.
So to sum it up, from what we have learned from Naheed today is that somewhere we also need to make a choice to choose ourselves first, and then the support of the friends and the family will all fall in place to have the ability to balance between the work and the family and the sport or a passion that you choose. So thank you so much once again, Naheed, for being here with us. And do follow us and hear us out for more conversations at Beyond Sports. Thank you.